the son of the banished woman. They banished her for carrying twins, a curse, they said. The day Adaze's belly revealed 2 heartbeats, the village elders pronounced her fate, banishment. "Twins are an abomination," the chief priest declared. "The gods reject such births. She must leave before she brings calamity upon Umuagu." Adaeze knelt in the village square, her swollen belly heavy with life. "Please, I am innocent. These children are blessings, not curses." But no one listened. In Umuagu, twins had never been born. Never. The ancestors forbade it. To carry 2 lives in one womb was to defy the natural order. They drove her into the forest with stones and curses. For 3 days, Adaeze walked through the dense forest, her bare feet bleeding, her body weakening. The babies kicked violently inside her, as if fighting to be born. On the 4th day, when her strength nearly failed, she stumbled upon a clearing. At its center stood an ancient shrine, weathered stones covered in moss, carved wooden idols draped in offerings, the air thick with spiritual presence. The oracle emerged from behind the shrine, an older man with eyes that held centuries of knowledge. "Please," Adaeze gasped, collapsing. "The babies are coming." The oracle said nothing. He simply guided her to a mat beside the shrine. That night, under a moon the color of blood, Adaeze gave birth to twin boys. She held them both, weeping with joy and sorrow. "They are beautiful," the oracle whispered. "The gods have blessed you." "My village called them a curse," she said, her voice fading. She could feel death approaching. The birth had taken everything from her. She placed one baby in the oracle's arms. "Keep him. Raise him as your own. Tell him his mother loved him." "And the other child?" "Take him to the river spirits. Let him belong to the water." Her eyes closed. "My son, my precious son, you are not a curse. You are chosen." Her last breath left her body like a prayer released to the wind. The oracle buried Adaeze behind the shrine, beneath a young iroko tree. He took the second baby to the river as she'd requested, offering him to the water spirits. But the boy who remained, he named Chinedu, which means God leads. An old woman named Obioma, who tended the shrine, became Chinedu's mother. She raised him with fierce love and ancient wisdom. "You are special," she told him as he grew. "Your mother gave you to the gods. They have plans for you." Chinedu grew strong and wise, trained in the ways of warriors by the oracle, blessed by the spirits of the shrine. He knew nothing of his origin, only that he belonged to the gods. 20 years passed. Then came the challenge. A rival kingdom, Ngodo, sent their champion warrior with an ultimatum. "Send your greatest fighter to face ours. If you lose, Umuagu becomes our slaves. If you refuse to fight, we attack tonight." Terror gripped Umuagu. Their warriors were farmers, not champions. No one could defeat Ngodo's legendary fighter, Obikwelu the Crusher, who had destroyed 20 villages. The elders gathered in desperation. The chief priest, now ancient and trembling, remembered the old oracle's words from years ago. "There is a warrior in the forest shrine," a traveling merchant told them, "raised by the oracle himself, undefeated, blessed by the gods." They sent emissaries to the shrine. Chinedu stood before them, now a man of 20, tall and powerful, with eyes that burned with spiritual fire. "We need you to fight for Umuagu," the elders begged. "Umuagu?" Chinedu's voice was cold. "The village that banishes the innocent, that casts out the weak. Why should I save you?" The oracle had told him everything the night before, how his mother had been driven out for carrying twins, how she died alone, rejected by her own people. "You abandoned my mother. You called her cursed. You killed her with your cruelty." The elders wept. "We were wrong. We were foolish. But our children do not deserve slavery for our sins." Chinedu turned away. "My answer is no." That night, Obioma came to him in the shrine. "My son," she said gently, "I know your anger. It is righteous. But your father, the oracle, would not want you to become like those who hurt your mother. They don't deserve my help." "Perhaps not, but their children do. Their innocent daughters and sons who never harmed anyone. Should they suffer?" Chinedu was silent. "Your mother's last words," Obioma continued, "were, 'You are not a curse. You are chosen.' Chosen for what, my son? To harbor bitterness, or to prove that what they called cursed was actually blessed?" Tears filled Chinedu's eyes. What would the oracle want? He would want you to be greater than their hatred, to show them that the child they rejected became their salvation. The next morning, Chinedu walked into Umuagu Square. The battle was brutal. Ngodo was massive, scarred, wielding a sword that had tasted the blood of hundreds. The ground shook with their clash. Chinedu fought with a power that seemed beyond human. Every time Ngodo struck, Chinedu moved like wind. Every time he should have fallen, he rose stronger. The shrine's spirit surrounded him, invisible to others, but felt by all. His mother's love, the oracle's wisdom, the god's favor, all flowed through him. With a final strike that echoed like thunder, Chinedu disarmed Ngodo and brought him to his knees. Ngodo's champion bowed. "I have never faced such a warrior. Who are you?" "I am Chinedu, son of Adaeze, the woman you called cursed." Gasps filled the square. The old chief priest collapsed weeping. "Adaeze, we were wrong. The gods sent twins not as a curse but as a blessing. We rejected what heaven favored." The truth shattered their pride. Adaeze had been innocent. The twins were not abomination, but divine gift. Their ignorance had murdered a blessed woman. Umuagu was saved. Chinedu was offered chieftainship, land, wealth. He accepted only one thing, the hand of Princess Amara, the chief's daughter, who always questioned the old cruel laws. "Your mother should have been honored," Amara said on their wedding day. "Instead, she died alone. But through you, her name will be remembered forever, not as cursed, but as blessed." They planted a tree in the village square in Adaze's memory. Every year, on the anniversary of her banishment, the village fasted and begged forgiveness. And in the forest, behind the shrine, beneath the Iroko tree, Adaze's grave bloomed with flowers that never died, a sign from the gods that vindication, though late, had finally come. The innocent suffer when tradition becomes cruelty, but truth, though buried to it may be, always rises, and those rejected by men are often chosen by gods.